you for my September Best in Beauty video. So these are some of my favorite products of the past month, and after I kind of made my list, because I write everything down all the time, I realized, oh my goodness, these are all like kind of oldies but goodies, you know? These are favorites that I've had in my collection for a long time, really. And they've just been working their way back into my makeup routine lately, so I'm really happy to share those with you. At the tail end, though, is something new, which I'm really, really liking. But let's just start off. I'm going to talk about this e.l.f. Eyelid Primer. This is the $1 eye primer. I got mine from Target. I believe if you're surfing e.l.f.'s website, it will be under the Essential category. So this is the one. This is not the mineral one that's $3. This is the $1 one. And guys, this just makes me feel foolish because I have talked about loving, I love Too Faced Shadow Insurance and Urban Decay Primer Potion and all these other, you know, really expensive eye primers, but I must admit to you, I must confess that this is just as good for me. On my eyes, with many, many different eyeshadows, this works just as well. And it's just a bust. It's one with, you know, the wand, and it's kind of a nude shade, if you can see that there. It blends into your skin to where you can't even really see it anymore. I love this so much, and it only takes a little bit. Sometimes people get frustrated with their eye primers, or they think their eye primers are having a reverse effect on staying power. Make sure you're only using like the minimal amount to pretty much cover your eyelid up through your crease and to the brow. That way that whole area is covered. It all has some sort of base, but don't go overboard with product. Like just a little dab, you know, and then blend it in. Usually works fine. But this is just one of those things that I've had in my collection for a while, came back and started using it regularly and realized, what the heck, it's only $1 and it works awesome. To go along with that, an eyeshadow palette that I kind of rediscovered and just, you know, fell in love with its awesomeness all over again is the Balm NUDE Tude. Yeah, I love this palette. I've talked about this as being one of the best when it comes to all those naked, nude eye palettes. I just love the shades in this. And I know that some of these have the cute little like pinup girls behind there. I wish mine had that, but I guess there's a couple versions, and when I got mine on Haute Look, I think it was one of my first ever Haute Look purchases, this was just the plain one. But whatever, all the shadows are the same, and I just love them. I love the whole shade selection in here. Today I'm wearing it in probably my most go-to style. I take this shimmery white, I put it around the inner corner, I go all over my lid with Selfish, and then I put Sophisticated a little bit in the outer corner, blend up through the crease with Sultry, aren't you loving all these adjectives, and just kind of create sort of a soft crease look there, and a little bit of Standoffish as my highlight, and then just a touch of Sophisticated underneath my eye as well. So very easy. Over the weekend too, I was using the shade Sexy, which is a gorgeous burgundy berry plum type color, and I used that in a real concentrated way in my crease, but then I sheared it out, and it shears out beautifully. Like, I'd never really thought to make this dark of a shade more of like a transition color, but when that is done really sheer, you get the most beautiful berry eye look. I love it. Anyway, there are lots of directions you can go with this palette. They've got super light shades, super dark shades. And I've just been coming back to this and realizing, man, these are so darn easy to blend. The shades are so saturated and lovely. I love this palette. Ooh, a bronzer that I love is from Laura Geller, and it's Bronze-n-Brighten. Talk about another thing that I've just been going back to and using a whole lot. This is a really cool product because, as you can see, it's not just one flat bronze shade. It's got some really deep browns, some beige, some pearly white colors, and some pink in here. You have the potential to get a really nice deep bronze color that's matte, or possibly, sometimes I feel like I'm getting a little bit of a satin finish out of it, but I love this so much, and I actually went through an entire smaller size of this, which if you ever experiment with Laura Geller's smaller size products that are about like that big, they still last forever. It took me so long to hit pan or hit the terracotta tile that this is baked on. So I was really excited when I started on this. I guess I have kind of flattened out the dome that was once on there. I just love this so much because we're into the fall months now, and you still want to keep up that glow a little bit, but I feel like you can use this with a fluffy-ish brush, get your glow all over in kind of a subtle way, or you can take like a blush brush and use it for a little bit of contour like I did today. Another thing that's really nice and brightening that I've been coming back to is my Dream Lumi in Ivory. So this is one of those pens that, you know, the product clicks up through, and I consider it like a concealer. But anymore, I've really been liking to use two concealers, one to really correct and cover and one to brighten. And this has been like one of my go-to brightening things. I just love that it has some coverage to it, yet it brightens, and it really can bring those parts of your face forward that you want to pop out, like your cheekbones, down your nose. You can put it on your brow bone. And I know I'm like a light to medium skin tone, but Ivory is definitely the shade that gives me the most contrast and makes the most difference if you're really wanting to like highlight key features. I have come back to a classic, much loved mascara, and it is the Almay One Coat Triple Effect. Still love my Get Up and Grow, but I was just browsing through the store several weeks ago, and I stumbled across this and thought, I need that back. You know, I really want to try that again. And it's got a really interesting brush. I believe Julie G was the one who first got me going on this. The brush is really interesting. It's completely like teeny short bristles on one side and then a little bit longer bristles on the other. I would definitely call this a dry-ish formula mascara. I feel like it does something unique because it catches all the lashes, like it really gets product on all of them, and it thickens them. And it lengthens them. And can I say anything more? But I do feel like it helps with the curl of the lashes as well. It seems to hold that rather nicely too. I love this mascara. I loved it years and years ago, and now it just kind of feels like I'm coming back to an old favorite. Oh, I can also vouch for the fact that you can do a ton of like really intense napping with this on and still no flakes on my face. I have been making a point to rotate through tons of different lip products, not wear the same thing all the time, but something that's found its way into my bag and has kind of stayed there because it's so basic and just such, for me, a really classic shade is the Revlon Lip Butter in Berry Smoothie. I love this. This is one of my favorite shades from the lip butters. A little bit of shimmer to it. I've used it a lot. It's a really pretty pinky berry type color. If you don't think you can wear berry, this is the shade that will prove to you that you can. I mean, it's just really gorgeous and has a nice amount of shine. Today, actually, I was just playing around and I used this e.l.f. Lip stain, which is in the shade, what is it? Crimson Crush. So this, like a marker form, it gave me a really nice long wearing base, and then I just put this on top to make it more of a berry red and more of a shiny shade. So this is a shade I've just talked about a lot in the past. I don't think anyone can go wrong with it. And if you are looking for some specific shades for fall, some ways to maybe deepen up your lip look a little bit, check out my top 10 favorite lipsticks for fall. And then I also did a companion blog post recently on my top 10 lip glosses for fall, and you can see them all on my lips and decide for yourself what you might want to try. Lastly, something new. Yeah, look at this big old thing. I had this sitting on my coaster over here. I'm not sure why. Usually use that for drinks, but whatevs. This is the Tree Hut Shea Sugar Body Scrub. I got this from Walmart. It is a big old tub. Bonus 15%, so 21 ounces for the price of 18 ounces. And this was not expensive at all. I think it was probably less than $5. The scent is Tropical Mango. Whew, it's so good. I mean, even as we're getting into fall, I still love my intensely fruity scents like that. This product is also really loaded with the little scrubbies, you know, the little granules in there that really slough off the dead skin. I've gotten different body washes that claim to be scrubs, and it's like there's 5 granules in there, and you think you're really gonna do something awesome for your skin. I feel like it smells up the shower and the bathroom so much after I use it. Just awesome. I used it before I went and got a spray tan recently. I hadn't done that for a long time, but they say you're always supposed to exfoliate before you do any self-tanning. It makes the tan hang around longer, and also I think when the tan starts to wear off, it does so in a more even way. I confess, I have looked like a leopard a few times because I didn't exfoliate well enough, so this really works great. So thank you so much for watching my Best in Beauty for September. Thank you for just taking time out of your days to spend it with me, watching my videos here or on my Beauty Broadcast Express channel, which is new, all reviews 5 days a week, so Monday through Friday. Quick reviews too. So make sure to check that out and please subscribe there as well. Thanks guys, I'll see you later. Bye.